Greetings and welcome to another episode of Preston's Monthly Review. Today is December and we are covering November's monthly review, and I'm going to go through with you on a couple of bits and pieces that I've put together, and I'm hoping it won't take too much of your time, so please stick around, tune in, sit back and enjoy. Okay, so what's the first thing on the list today? First of all, we're going to cover the poll results. I've got a couple of polls here that people responded to. I'm going to go through them very quickly and find out what the majority of you guys said. So, one of the polls was about the plans for the new year, some ideas I had. We had blogging my motorbike journey across the UK and different countries, more political views and content, an amateur podcast, or something else at your suggestion. Well, only two of those answers or options actually got any attention, and one of them was blogging my motorbike journey across the UK and different countries, and the second was an amateur podcast. Now, just touching base on those 2 points right there, the podcast is still being organised, and I actually been in touch with the other gentleman that's going to do it with me. We're planning to do probably the very beginning of next year. It's more of a next year project. We've kind of delayed it a few times just to make sure that everything is set in place, all the correct things have been carried out, and we're going to do a prototype session covering it and putting it on the channel for you guys to enjoy. We'll go through that more later this year. I'll probably start introducing a bit more information about it next year, but it is something that's going to happen, and hopefully it will go really smoothly and really well, so I'm really looking forward to setting that up. But that got 33% of the votes, so it was something that people were interested in. I'm really interested in doing it, so I'm hoping that will run smoothly. I'd imagine, no doubt, it will be a little bit probably rough and ready at the beginning because it's the first kind of podcast we've done, but we're doing it as professionally as we can. We're going to try and keep it as professional as we can, so I'm hoping it will actually go smoothly. The second most popular option, again 67% of the votes, was blogging my motorbike journey across the UK and different countries. And as you know, I've been progressing through my DAS course, which is a direct access, and it's a course that you can basically start from nothing to a full license as long as everything goes smoothly, and you can ride any bike you like. And as I've updated on the last episode, is that I've done the theory and I've passed the CBT, and very, very soon I'm going to be taking my Mod 1 training, which leads on to the Mod 1 test and then the Mod 2 training and test. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm confident, but I'm a little bit nervous to be fair to you. Although the CBT I really enjoyed and I found riding the bike really easy and really enjoyable. These are bigger bikes, and obviously riding a motorbike is dangerous and it's very risky, especially in today's world of traffic and etc. But I am looking forward to it. Now, I'm not going to assume I'm going to pass. I would be very arrogant just to assume I'm going to sail through it. Anything can happen, so whatever happens, I'm going to keep going at it. If I don't pass this particular attempt, I will rebook and I'll keep doing it again until I do. And I'm hoping this will be something I will really take seriously by riding across the UK and different countries to blog and have a bit of adventure sort of series of me visiting different cities, different places, like places of interest, POIs, and talking about them, researching about them, and blogging my journey wherever I go. I'd love to go across Europe. I'm really excited to ride across Europe, but I might do the UK first. I might have a little mini kind of go around the UK, but we'll see. It's all something planned for next year, but that got the most popularity, which is really, really cool. I'm really excited to get going, so I'll keep you posted. You'll soon know if I all goes smoothly, but I'm going to try and be humble, try and keep myself reserved and not jump ahead and when I run before I can walk scenario. So that is something that you guys have responded quite positively to, and I look forward to doing it, so let's see what happens. Okay, the second poll we had was about the days and times. Again, another thing that I've had on my channel come up a couple of times, and I've had to chop and change a few bits and pieces. And most of the votes that got through were, I had four options. So I had one of them was both days and times are fine, no need to change. Days are good, times are bad. The time is good, days are bad, and then both are bad. Neither the days or the times are very good. To be honest, I was actually quite surprised that neither the days or the times were considered very good. They were both considered quite bad. Now, it all bases on your YouTube Studio. You've got your analytics, and you go there and you find out when most of your views are, and you find out the height of when people come to your channel. And look at the data that I've collected. Of the last 28 days, ironically, most of my subscribers, people come back to the channel, it's gone past 6 PM. And it actually becomes a lot more popular at like 11 o'clock at night, UK time, which does symbolise to me and indicate to me that probably most of the viewers are not from Europe. They're probably from West America and probably South America, North America regions. So one of the ideas I've had is to try and keep it in the bounds of Europe. So a lot of people finish work, they come home, they have something to eat, and they spend time with their children or whatever they do around the house. And then in the evening they'll sit down with their other half or on their own, whatever, and they'll sit on their phone or on TV and they'll be on YouTube. If they're not, obviously they'll be watching other stuff, but those who do spend time on YouTube will obviously be quite late in the evening or even in bed. So people on their phones, they'll be in bed ready to go to sleep, they'll watch a couple of videos on YouTube. So this is something I've looked at on my analytics, which if you do have a channel, is something to pay attention to. Have a look at it, find out when people come to your channel most of the time, and it'll be like across a little yellow purple bars and sections, and it will basically hover your mouse over and it'll tell you when most people come, most people are not coming, and the darker it is, the worse it is. So if it's bright purple, that's really good. If it's really dark, almost black, it's not good. It's very bad. So from what I can tell, for me, based on what I can see, I'm thinking about changing the times to probably on a regular basis 8 o'clock, because I want to keep it Europe friendly as well. I want to keep people in the UK and Europe, etc., able to come to the channel and enjoy the videos without necessarily staying up at stupid times to watch it. Not that I expect that, but I don't want that to be an option. So I'm personally thinking anywhere between maybe 8:30 in the evening, 9 o'clock, that's 20, 30, 2100 hours. That's something I'm thinking about doing. So, and that's across all week, as a permanent time, as a test time for now, but as a semi-permanent time, to try and see whether or not that would make a popular difference. And in fact, when you actually watch this, I'm actually tempted to start changing all my times sooner rather than later. So rather than go and do it for next year or do it for next week, etc., is actually to make changes now. So when to the time you watch this, the videos might be coming out about 20, 30, 2100 hours, give or take, probably 20, 30, 8:30 in the evening. That will give everybody a bit of time to be able to watch it. As examples, obviously North and South America, they're probably anywhere between 5 and 7 hours behind us, so that's going to be like early afternoon time where they'll probably still be at work, but again, it's balanced. Now, looking up some research, the days I looked at, the best days on YouTube are actually Wednesday, Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, which is actually quite compact in the week. So for me, it's not a big change, because one of my days is Thursday, one of my days is Mondays, which actually ironically people said was bad. So I'm looking at it thinking, well, based on the information I've got in front of me, Wednesday and Friday would actually be a good idea. But it doesn't it's not balanced. For me personally, at 7 days, I want kind of like it balanced out, so you have 3 days in between a video, 3 days in between a video. So it kind of balances the flow of the videos coming out each week is actually quite balanced and even. But based on the research, it says Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are the best, or actually weekends are the worst. So I don't post on weekends anyway, but it's something to really think about. So for me, releasing 2 videos a week, it would be Wednesday and Friday as a test. And even looking on my analytics screenshot that I've taken, in general, the days are quite even to a certain degree. They're quite even. Like around about 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening, the lines are quite solidly purple. They're the same. They're not that much different. The only stretch, I'll put a picture of it on the screen, the actual inside about 6 AM till about midday, again, it's very consistent across the whole week. It's quite dark, it's quite not many people come in, so it'd be pointless putting videos up at that time. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, ironically, around about 5-6 o'clock are quite darker than the rest of the week. But the funny thing is, even though looking at research, is a Saturday from about midday onwards is actually quite popular. The purple kind of intensity is actually higher than any other day of the week, with Sunday actually being, again, quite popular in itself. The weekend actually seems to be a lot more active users spread throughout the day. So that did actually kind of puzzle me to a certain degree. So I kind of want suggestions. I'm after some suggestions for you guys. So when you're seeing this and you're watching this, please leave a comment. Let me know what days and times do you think are best. And that doesn't matter where you're from. You know, if you're from the UK, from Brazil or America, whatever it is that you're from, don't be afraid to leave where you're from and what times and days that you think are beneficial for you and for your country. And that way I can try and find a balance as a medium. I can try and find something in the middle that will probably not be exactly what you want, but be something that is possible for you. Not something like, I can't please everybody, because the people in Australia and Japan, for example, that the times might really not do well for them. But if I'm getting more people from, like, let's say Brazil, interact with my channel more, let's say 10,000 people as an example do, and only 500 people from the UK interact with the channel and watch videos, then I sort of need to, I hate to use the word favour, but I need to kind of lean towards people in Brazil because I'm getting more interaction with them. But I want to try and keep it as fair as I can. So maybe I have to have two different times. Maybe I'll have a time at 8:30 one day, and maybe, for example, if it says midnight, even here it is actually people come to my channel midnight another day. So it's something I need to really think about, and it's something that you as a content creator with your YouTube channels, you need to kind of have a look at analytics and kind of blog and kind of record or take pictures and have a look at the history of who and where who interacts with your channels, and based on the time frames that you've got, because I'm obviously GMT +0, and the last 28 days clearly tells me that really late in the evening from my channel is at the moment in time very, very beneficial. So it's something I'm going to investigate, but the video times will have to change because most people are not happy with it. So I am debating the weekend as well, because I only want to post 2 videos a week at the moment. I'm still want to do 2 videos a week. I'd love to do more, but at the moment I think 2 videos a week is ideal. I could even do maybe Thursday and a Saturday, or something like that, but we'll see, but that's something to really check out. Oh, excuse me. Right, okay, so next thing on the list is last video I'd done a little while ago was my first reaction video. I actually quite enjoyed it, to be fair. I got dumped in the deep end, and I'm actually going to be dumped in the deep end again, I think, by another friend of mine who's going to give me another video to react to. But one thing I did notice is, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last reaction video, but it's lighting. And I noticed that like now my face is quite bright, you can quite see me because I've got a massive white page in front of me. On my screen is emanating a lot of light. I've got a lamp behind me, and I actually now have a lamp behind the screen here, so it actually will put more light on my face. But I noticed a few times throughout that video, unfortunately, my face is quite dark, and of course, as the other YouTube channel, Jake Rattlesnake, was talking, his area was quite dark, so the screen was dark and my face was darker. So you need to make sure wherever you are, the lighting is sufficient. Like right now, you can see me. It's not perfect, it's not a studio, but it's okay, it's passable. It's something that you can clearly see me and you can clearly interact with me. But if it's really dark, then you can't see nothing, then it's poor quality. And I was really sort of excited for that first reaction video. It was quite a sensitive subject. It was something that I know a lot of people would disagree with and a lot of people would agree with. It's kind of one of those situations where you're going to have opposite sides of the spectrum challenge you on different aspects of that reaction video. I just reacted to what I was watching, what I knew about the world, etc., of how different cultures and all sorts of people live, etc., of what I know. That isn't to say I know everything and I'm not right about everything, but I just reacted to what I saw. But the main thing for me about that was the lighting, and I was not happy after I watched it, after I published it. And initially it was okay, it wasn't too bad, but then I realised, like now, the difference between the two. So if you do videos, this is why these some professional studios have spotlights up here, and the spotlights just shine on you. I don't really like the heat, I'm a man of the cold, but you get these big spotlights and they shine on you and it illuminates you no matter what your screen's doing. So I'm kind of relying on the screen a little bit to kind of give me a little bit of light, which is not ideal. So make sure that your lighting is as balanced and people can see it. Now, as we know, I use Steam. I use Steam quite a lot for the games that I play. I love Steam. I've been on Steam customer for a long time, and I no doubt many of you are Steam customers too. And I still had no luck with this, the Megadrive Genesis simulator not working correctly. It's just not having it. And I know one of my subscribers out there, Scorpion Gamer, has been absolutely a big fan of following me with the retro games that I'm playing, and kudos to him once again. But unfortunately, I've just not been able to play these games. I don't know what's changed. I've done my best to try and use fixes, and I've got nothing. So I don't actually know what the next step is. So I did ask last time if anybody knows a fix to it. I've had no comeback, and I don't expect anyone to do the work for me. But if you do happen to know a way around it, I'm on Windows 11. If you do happen to know a way around it, please let me know. Please let me know, because I really want to carry on playing these retro games, and probably for you guys to watch and enjoy. Because some people like me, born in the 80s, we actually like that. That's our era. That's our thing. The Megadrive was a console I had when I was a kid. So it'd be really good to enjoy playing these games again, and for you guys to enjoy them too. So, but Steam has a habit of doing this. As a few other games, what was it? Dragon Age, the original Dragon Age I had a long time ago. I think it came in 2010. I love that game. When it came out, there was no problems. When it got imported to Steam, or they imported it, or they took it, whichever you want to call it, it was really bad. It was crashing. There were so many problems. It just wouldn't work. It just really wouldn't work properly. And I know obviously these things sometimes can take time to kind of, a lot of code, etc., to kind of get it to be balanced and you're not crashing conflicts or whatever goes on in that sort of digital world. And I played it, the first one, and it worked. There was no issues. And I know I played the second one, and initially when I played the second one there was a few issues with that, so I left it. And now obviously the channel has Dragon Age 2 content on, because the game is now, as far as I can tell, quite stable. So that's something to bear in mind, that the Megadrive it just still doesn't work. It's just still a bit of a problem. Apart from that, everything's okay. The channel's growing, it's fine, it's doing well. Just again, thank you to everybody that's been supporting me and everything. And I always welcome feedback, I always welcome different bits of information from you guys out there. And with nearly 170,000 people, with nearly 170,000 subscribers, is just phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Just keep working, guys. Keep working. Doesn't matter what else to do. Focus on you. Focus on your project. Focus on your channel. Focus on what you do. Don't worry about everybody else. Until next time. Take care. I just backed my phone. Sorry about that. Be good.